Howdy, folks. Busy boy. I'm trying to keep my head steady. Do I tell you everything? I lost my bottom teeth too. That doesn't help. But a good friend visited and said there was the closed captioning. You get the meaning. And to keep doing the vids, closed captioning is doing the trick. I at first didn't even know what closed captioning meant. I thought it meant you closed it off, blah, blah, blah. So fiddle around and CC will show up. But this time doesn't mean carbon copy. It means closed captioning. So anyway, the dinosaur news is still alive and well, I think. And brought to you by the British People's League, of course. It is August 1st, 2024. So, what's the specialty? Usually, B, I have a special reason for coming on. Well, I'll leave you this gently. As regular viewers know, we leave some pretty hot stuff on the computer here on these videos. I'd say there's none hotter than what took place on the evening of August 4th, 1979. It's ironic and coincidental that two favorite entertainers as I was a child, BT, before television really caught on, were singers. I'm going outer space. One was a singer, and the other was a famous person. Famous person was the Queen Mum. Well, like mother of Queen Elizabeth that departed last year. Scottish, mainly, and along with her being born August 4th, hers was 1900, was a famous Scottish entertainer back then. I was raised by my grandfather indirectly on the music scene because he was a great fiddler and a fan of Harry Lauder to become Sir Harry Lauder, who entertained the troops in World War One. Now, to have those two both born on August 4th, what's so special about August 4th here in Canada, Beauty Boy? Well, those of you who have followed the script for the I don't know how to put it at the time. The legal underground stuff went on, still up on YouTube, still up on here. Within the circles we know about it, it's a tragedy for our side in the Civil War, the secret Civil War, Canada's secret Civil War, known as the Road to Ottawa, 1979. As usual, I was to be picked up for a broadcast, but this time the pickup point was going to be in Ottawa, because that is where the president of one of Canada's earliest corporations was found, stationed. And we tried everywhere to get B on air in Toronto. It just wasn't working. Too many enemy camps here, or what? I say here, feel like I'm back in Toronto. Anyway, we drove to Ottawa. So I was to be picked up that evening, early in the morning hours, August 4th, 1979, to do, which is by now a famous broadcast that's never to be made, because it hasn't been made openly the way we intended it, but it has been made via British People's League. Dinosaur News, these broadcasts. I was waiting on the balcony, cement balcony in the cement bunker of 565 Sherbourne Street, waiting to be picked up by a middle ranking, shall we say, a police officer within the area of Toronto. So I was waiting and waiting. Now, the August 1st weekend usually a pretty hot one, stuffy and climate pretty stuffy in Ontario. So it was a hot balcony, hot more than one way. And I was waiting, and I just thought, oh, something must have gone wrong again. With this, must be about the 10th of 10th. No pickup. Now, I had an angle view, the 7th floor balcony. It was a curve on the apartment complex. And I had an angle view of the lobby, the foyer, even had a doorman, British Guyana origin. And I saw some slow pacing and moving about. It wasn't paranoia on my part. I just thought, something's not quite right. It was around 10 o'clock. So I sat up, waited, nothing doing, and the wife Hazel alive at that time, still the go-between, and she was working night shift. Um, she would have been back by midnight to babysit the kids. So I waited. Finally I got fed up with waiting. This is screwed up again. So I just went and make a coffee and whatever, killed time till Hazel got home from the midnight shift. Usual debriefing that drove her crazy. And after midnight, I was almost giving up hope. And then at 2 a.m. in the morning, the announcer on CFRB gave a very unusual announcement to do with the Canada's secret Civil War. His words almost to the to the word perfect. To the effect that there has been a very harsh accident on the road to Ottawa. Not sure how many deaths there are, the announcer said. So he said deaths, oh great. So anyway, we had to wait until the next day till Hazel got debriefed again. Make a long story short, by the time she got back to work with the news, from work with the news, that what had happened is our middle management, a sergeant in another police department, smelled trouble, so he did not pick me up. He was going to pick me up. But he had another one of the doubles, decoys. And I have not driven in my life. So therefore, I couldn't tell you the exact area there, Carleton Place or somewhere just outside the suburbs of Ottawa, the road to Ottawa. And I mean, it was going not too bad. The sergeant lived; he didn't die, but the double died. It was an ambush. That's why I never got faced with it in book style. I have a few chapters now, but think of some relatives who fought in the war. They don't like to talk about it. I should talk about it to give others encouragement that something did happen. There's some good people I've quoted in some draft notes. I've only had the draft notes for close to 50 years. It takes a while. But anyway, there's enough pages there to give you a taste of it. I was reviewing this with a couple of fellows that dropped by who've been a long time adherents and friends of the British People League. And he showed them an unopened envelope. So what happened is they were ambushed. Just completely ambushed, but the old Wild West and covered wagons or whatever. Cars pulled out, guns blazing. And as I say, the double was dead. A few others. And when I got these reports, I didn't get every single detail down to the last bullet like the one that went through Trump Theater. You think maybe the bullet could have woke Trump up to him being set up? No, my days with him are done. I get nothing to do with it. I keep everything perfectly legal as a paralegal for decades. But no, there's not going to be any sneaky approach to saving the old North America we all used to know and love. No, it's going to be blood in the streets. There's no two ways about it. Anybody thinks that they can just keep bending over and we're going to win, I'm not saying we as part of any illegal now. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Anyway, back to the road to Ottawa. So it was reported to Hazel passed away wife, reporting to me that once again, our people saved lives of those they wanted to save. Still a miracle to me. Well, I'm still around, but the fellow that visited yesterday, actually, one fellow pointed out very sharp. He said, they're not going to waste their time with you, John. You're just not close enough to success with us, with friends, to win anything over. They're just not going to waste their time with you. Well, I don't quite agree. The brave people in the area where I live, in the town, they keep spotting for me. There's a signal system. If things are hot, I should hang around the house. No, there's still stuff going on, a lot going on. So I want to give enthusiasm. We haven't lost, yet. I did an editorial on the British People's League web pages as to the legality of the administrative section again of Canada's Constitution. So, got the road to Ottawa in 1979. Simcoe Day is a holiday coming up on August 6th. And I'll put this little anecdote when was passed away. I went back to London, Ontario, where I'd been with my first family years ago. And I joined a terrific organization for lost souls called Pencil Partners. Some of you may know or even be members. This was a good chapter. And I cannot honestly remember the service club. It wasn't a big service club, but it's a well-known service club. It should hit me. It was having a little get parade in memory of Simcoe for Simcoe Day. And as soon as I saw the service club types who were hanging up their hats, I could walk anywhere I want to and keep the kids back so I don't get hurt by any of the cars in the parade. And this woman did not like me wearing my Union Jack cap, which actually is the same cap it's up on my sidewall there, the broadcast room here. I was walking, marching right behind the carriage. Well, that's the way they do it all the time. They pretend they're all for British roots and British history in Canada, and then they're not really. They just bypass what the occasion was in some multicultural thing like maybe New Canadians providing poop for Wasaga Beach or whatever, building poop castles. Well, we all know the score that are on viewing this broadcast. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, would we? So yeah, so wearing the Union Jack cap, I didn't take it off. The guy was playing the part of Lord Simcoe by that time. He was squirming like hell. I think he was whispering to a couple other people in the carriage, pulled carriage, pulled carriage. But who's the screwball behind us wearing the Union Jack? Well, it was Simcoe Day. So that's just a sample of some of the stuff I've known about, but I've combated my own for years until now. And my second tour of old age. And speaking of old age, we're not all old age. You check out British Canadian Society of Lethbridge. British-Canadian Society of Lethbridge. 18 years old, the leadership of that group. and they got the right idea. They're going to do nature walks and intelligent things while they build a youth situation to remember British Canadian roots. So, I don't know whether it's truckers, trucker stuff for freedom of speech or to do with the medical, all that crap, COVID stuff. Whatever the reason, there's more interest being taken in the British People's League than for a long time, including good, fine Americans for free speech who did listen when I broadcast on American outlets. And now, boy, they're getting in touch with me, ask me how I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But each of those broadcast stations have gone by the wayside. The one that's out there, RBN, Public Broadcasting International, they are, of course, for republicanism, which we are not. Well, we can cooperate, but I'm not going to start rebroadcasting there. Who knows? Who knows? But we're still hanging on. So the Lethbridge group is incredible with young people. And they know the score. It's not like, oh, well, here's old B sitting behind the tree somewhere perverting these kids politically. They're not kids. They're very mature. Very mature. And that's sort of rounding that part up. So we had the Road to Ottawa 1979 tragedy. The head of the corporation was going to receive me. He would have been the administrator for the turnover in Canada. Well, his bodyguards were going to get him a piece, get pieces for themselves. So they said, hey, boss, we'll just go grab some pieces and be right back. By the time they came back, there was the head of one of the biggest corporations in Canada. They're not going to get the truth. And he was lying on his desk with his throat slit, Cuban necktie. The Cuban got caught going down the back stairs. Well, that's where Mr. Pierre Trudeau, the father of the creep, the young one, but the older Trudeau, after his so-called walk in the snow, which was encouraged by our side, neither side wanted a martyr. No, nobody got blasted unless they really had to. But Trudeau resigned back then, the father, Pierre. Nobody really questioned it, but they did question it. Some questioned, some didn't. Oh, he was persuaded to resign all right. Heavy-handed method, too. But he outsmarted our people. He went, and that's in the news clippings that are available. He went right to Cuba, and then after Cuba, Jamaica. And he recruited hundreds and hundreds. Well, they didn't land at the ordinary airports. They landed in the backwoods of Newfoundland and all across Canada in different spots. So Trudeau had his stormtroopers. But they didn't keep things going either because neither side, as I've said in other broadcasts months ago, if not years ago, neither side wanted to talk about a civil war in Canada, you say? No, no. The Canadian dollar would have been worth zilch. Zilch. Well, so it's worth zilch now, isn't it? So, is this in Beatty's imagination? No, it isn't. But still that, folks, legally. It's all on our website. It's all legal. So that's the scoop for this fall broadcast. We may get once a month. Who knows? Thanks for listening. God save King Charles. Thank you.